Hello, my name is Xavier, X-Men Bocanegra. I'm currently 8-0 with 6 knockouts, and I'm the Valley's next champion.
How's it going, Xavier? How you doing, brother?
Good, good.
Nice to see you back in the gym. How you feeling, man? Talk to me.
I feel great. We've been training ever since my last fight. We got back, no time off, and we're training hard.
We talked after your fight. You said it would be 1 week, and you didn't lie. I mean, it was, what, I think 5 days you were already back in the gym?
Yeah, about 5 or 4 and back in the gym.
How did it feel coming back? You were missing it already, or you were?
Yeah, I was missing it. Missing the training here in the Valley. I was kind of getting a little fed up of California.
Fed up with California?
Yeah.
Homesick?
I love the Valley.
People would probably think you're crazy hearing that, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people from the Valley that have never left the Valley, they hate the Valley.
Yeah, it's crazy. A lot of people would think it's crazy.
Yeah, I've been out of the Valley. Every time I come back, I love it. I feel like home. Tell me, what's your favorite part of training here in the Valley? What is it? You like your running? Is it your boxing? Is it
Well, I've been
strength and conditioning with Benny?
Yeah, I've been running in the mornings. I've been doing strength conditioning with Benny and Victor.
Favorite part of your training here in the Valley?
Maybe like training, and at the end of the day, knowing I'm going back home to my bed.
So your bed in Cali's not that comfortable, right?
Yeah, I can't really sleep over there.
Really? It takes a little while to get adjusted up?
Yeah, it takes about a week to get adjusted, and that's because it's only like 2 hours apart.
I know firsthand sometimes the few hours on the plane can make a big difference on how you adjust.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your next time going forward. How you're feeling? Maybe a little bit of next plans. Just briefly.
Well, my plans are to stay busy, to keep training hard, and to better in every way possible. And because I got a fight, I think September, so I gotta stay ready. I have to look better than my last fight.
I thought you looked pretty good. I mean, I called that left hook. I figured that left hook would be the finisher as it usually is, and left hook to the body. It's what started it, correct?
Yeah, that you guessed it right. And we were talking about it in the locker rooms, and you weren't wrong.
I always think back a couple fights back. I was watching one of your fights, and the announcer was saying kind of calling you slow a little bit and no power. And I know firsthand. I've seen it in front of me, and it's and I just whenever I watch it, I'm always looking for that left.
Yeah, and the experience too. If I know the guy that can't take my power, and I know that I could sneak in a shot, well, I'm gonna take it.
Now, earlier in a previous interview with PYP, I heard you talking about your aggression. And one thing I noticed about you when you fight is I don't feel you're very aggressive. I feel your pressure, but I don't see too much like aggression as far as like pit bull style come forward. I think it's more like precision aggression, which I think plays a good part. So talk about.
Yeah, probably. I think it's my mentality that's aggressive, but like my fighting style is a little smart because I know I've been there. A lot of amateur fights, a lot of sparring with a lot of good people, champions and stuff. So you get a lot of knowledge from everywhere. Doesn't matter if they're easy, if they're hard, and you put it all in the ring.
One of my favorite questions to ask fighters is when you hear the word boxing, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
you gotta be disciplined. You gotta not care, like, in the way, like, to take punches, because this ain't patty cake. You gotta know what you're getting into.
What has boxing done for your life? If boxing wasn't part of your life, how do you think your life would be different and wrestling? What has it done for you? Feel like to your life?
It's changed me. It's made me be super respectful, humble, in every way. Cause whoever knows me, like, I'm a regular human. That's it. I talk to you good, and if you're loyal with me, I'm loyal with you, and that's it. Small circle, but I'm friends with everybody.
So if you were not a boxer, you would be doing what sport?
I don't know if a sport, because I didn't like no other sport, but I'd probably be bad. I don't know. I'd be in trouble probably.
First time I've heard that.
Yeah, I'd probably be in trouble.
That's something, I'm not from you, but from other fighters.
Yeah, I'd probably be in trouble.
So in a sense, you would kind of say boxing saved your life in the sense of keeping you out of trouble. Right?
Yeah, because I was bad. Before I got in boxing, I was bad. I got paddled in school. Imagine 3 times paddled.
Give me briefly about how you were entered into the sport of boxing. At what age and just a little bit of why you went to the gym and your first gym that you walked into.
My first gym was Mendes Boxing Gym in East Donna. My dad.
And why?
Oh, I was bad. Yeah, I would fight with everybody.
Was it the principal that said, all right, you got to do something with this kid? Or?
They didn't want me in their classes anymore or nothing. I got paddled 3 times. I was bad. Trust me. And every time, like, I'd fight with anybody.
So let's talk about this recently signed contract that you did with ProBox. Tell me what you signed and how many fights, how many years, and how you feel about that.
I feel great. It was a 4-fight deal, and if they want to add more fights, they could. If they don't want to continue the contract, they could also do that. But once that time period of the contract is over, we could put our terms. It works both ways. So it's good, and it's a big platform.
Last week when I saw you and your brother, I heard you guys told me a very interesting story about your manager. You want to briefly talk about how you guys met your manager and how the deal came about? And who is your manager?
My manager right now is Roberto Diaz.
Who is Roberto Diaz for the people that don't know?
He was the matchmaker for Golden Boy. So him and Golden Boy, they were real close. And now he's with Sheer Sports. So he's got experience in the managing, matchmaking. So it's good.
I noticed him getting a lot of respect at the Pro Box shows, and you can see it. And how did this relationship come about?
It's crazy. It was my brother.
Your brother?
Yeah, on Instagram he messaged him because he saw he would manage a lot of good people, a lot of top fighters and stuff. So my brother messaged him. He responded. My brother sent him videos and stuff, and I guess he liked it. And ever since that, we're on FaceTime, video calls all the time, trying to get things together, and just waiting for that time. And once that time came, it was go from there.
So what did your brother say? Like, you can sign me, but you gotta sign my brother too.
Oh yeah, it was.
How did that go about? Because I noticed you guys have a real good relationship.
Yeah, my brother's all like, I got my brother too, and he's, at the time I was 4-0, I think, and he sent some videos of me too, and he liked it.
you had footage of you at some really big fights, correct?
Yeah, because my first fight was in Las Vegas. Showtime and PBC, those are big platforms. My second one was Showtime and PBC too, in the Alamo Dome.
So your favorite part of the fight, talking everything, I'm talking the camp, fight night, everything. What would you say your favorite part of the fight? The whole fight in general?
The
walkout, you raising your hands.
I think it's
eating after.
I think it's after the weigh-ins.
After the weigh-ins.
After the weigh-ins.
Because I mean the weight.
Like
cutting the weight is
cutting the weight is the worst. And once you get to eat, like, you also can't eat like unhealthy stuff. Like, you gotta manage what you eat so you could perform in your fight. But you get to eat a little bit more freely than the couple days, yeah.
So what is your go-to meal after you make weight?
It's not a meal. I got a little bit. I eat some fruit with honey, let it sit for a little bit, then I go get some pasta.
So you have a pretty strict way about you.
Yeah, I already have my way that works for me.
How did you develop this routine for you? Is it just your years of experience through your amateur career? Is it somebody, a coach that guided you to this?
Oh yeah, a coach guides me.
Coach guided you?
Yeah.
Now, I asked you and your brother this last week, but I want to ask you again for the camera. Why do you stay motivated? What does it take you to stay motivated? You know, we talked about how you don't have nobody there. I asked you, who do you have there to be making sure that you guys are doing everything? Yes, you said you had your mom that checks up on you, but you and your brother, you do it yourself. You have these checks and balances where you guys make sure you each other are working hard. But do you get tired of it? Do you feel like you get tired of boxing? Like, how do you stay committed and why?
Honestly, it's not the motivation anymore. It's like, it's already a routine. At this point, the body knows what it has to do. I know I have to do it in order not to get beaten up in the ring too. So nobody wants to get beaten up in front of a crowd. So that motivates me too. And my dad too, he keeps me motivated. He can't be here right now with us, but that's why we're pushing. So when he's here with us, we show him what it's about.
Last weekend, it was Father's Day, right?
Yeah.
Dad did a lot for you guys in starting your career out in boxing. Anything you want to maybe say to your dad? The fathers out there, this past that the Father's Day just passed.
I want to thank my dad for being real hard with us. That's why we are like this. We're at this level because of him. And all the experience, we got it because of him too. He would take us everywhere. Him and my mom, they take us traveling, Vegas, California, anywhere, San Antonio, just to get sparring. So it's a big deal. And to all the fathers out there, push your house's son or daughter, whatever y'all got.
What about to those kids that when those fathers push them and they just don't understand, they hate it, they don't understand it? Why do you think? Why do your fathers push us?
They push us because they want to see us succeed, and they don't want to see us as like bums maybe. Like, they don't want that for us, so they push us to be more in life.
So, last couple questions. Your future goals, short term, medium term, and long term. Let's talk 6 months, 1 to 3 years, and 5 years. Tell me what you're thinking.
Well, one of my goals in short term is keep fighting consistently, but keep performing at my best and looking better every time. And in a couple years, I want to be ranked. I want to be ranked in the tops. And long term is that I want to retire healthy with money that I could support my family and everybody around me.
All right, Xavier, I really appreciate you for your time, and I look forward to your next fight and following you around through this next camp here in the Valley as long as you're around here. Stay focused, man. Stay committed. Anything you want to say to your fans?
I'm so thankful to every single. I want to give the thanks to every single one that supports me. And without y'all, I wouldn't be where I'm at. Thank you.